Hey there, YouTube. It's Wolfman here. This is another Joker theory. I made one a while back for Owlman being the Joker. And I still thoroughly believe that. I mean, the quality of the video was kind of bad because I had just upgraded to Windows 10. The camera hadn't fully updated. So it was just kind of a bad quality. So what I'm doing here today is I'm going to reiterate a few of those key points to let you guys know why I believe that Owlman is the Joker. Could be one of the three possible Jokers. So the Joker is technologically inclined, he is tactically minded, and he has extreme fighting capabilities. Now, the Joker has been seen to stand toe-to-toe with Batman. Now, yes, the comedian, because I've heard that, a theory that that one of the three Jokers is Rorschach, that one of the three Jokers is the comedian. I don't see either one of those fitting. So, what I'm here today is I'm going to give you some straightforward facts. I'm going to try and condense the other 24-minute long video down because that video is kind of jumpy. It's just not that good. Like, it's just jumbled, jumpy. It doesn't have a lot of cohesiveness. So, let's examine the Joker. You have several different origin stories. You have several different versions of the Joker. There are currently three Jokers. The most prominent story for the Joker is The Killing Joke, which they just made a movie on. Go watch my review on The Killing Joke and Captain America Civil War. It's me and my fiance doing the review. It's her first real review with me on my channel. So, that movie was so disappointing. I mean, it was a good movie, but it was also just very, very disappointing. So, what I'm starting with here today. Here are 5 facts that you need to know about the Joker. 1, he's not insane. He's crazy, but he's not crazy. He is what, how'd they put it? In Batman Black and White, they did a short story called Case Study, which was about a Doctor of Arkham reviewing all of the different stuff with the Joker, and they said that he was a version of super sane, which means he is saner than anybody else, which makes him appear crazy. So, with that being said, he is extremely sane. He is saner than anybody else on the planet. He is skilled with traps, tactical, he's super sane, he's skilled with traps and technology. He has a fighting skill that, as far as street brawling goes, isn't necessarily true. Because of his demeanor and his mannerisms, he seems really goofy when he fights, but he is very, very skilled. He has stood toe-to-toe with Batman. He has outsmarted certain members of the Justice League, which shows an intelligence that's comparable or comparable to Batman. Rorschach doesn't have that. He's a good detective, but he does not have that intelligence. Not only that, but he's insane to begin with. He's really obsessive. The comedian, I don't see him doing that because the only thing I've ever really known about the comedian is that he uses guns, which, yeah, the Joker uses guns, but not in the way that the comedian used them. The comedian just killed people. He was a Marine. Yeah, which gives him kind of, an edge up hand-to-hand wise, but not intelligence wise. So, I have a few theories on who at least one of the Jokers could be. The one I'm going to present to you today is Owlman. The reason why I say Owlman is because think about this. Say Dr. Manhattan, after everything happened in Watchmen, because as we all know, if you have watched my previous Joker video, or you have seen anything to do with DC Rebirth, there are 3 Jokers, and Watchmen. And if you're wondering, yes, I'm doing this in my bathroom. No, I'm not naked. I'm not using the bathroom. I am just currently doing this because it is the quietest place in my house. Batman has trained in... Crap, I can't even tell you how many different martial arts. So his fighting skill, his stamina, his strength, everything is beyond the peak of human potential. He is a superhero without superpowers. Which I used to say Batman can't possibly be a superhero because he doesn't have superpowers. As I've come along in my reading, I have realized that Batman has above human intelligence. He has above human strength because of all the different martial arts, his constant workouts. He has above human speed because of all of his different martial arts training. He has increased stamina beyond human potential because of everything he does constantly. He's a superhuman that is a normal human. That is the best way I can describe Batman. When it comes to the Joker, he has, as I've said before, an intelligence that is very comparable to Batman's. He has a fighting skill that allows him to stay on par with Batman and sometimes best Batman. He has bested Batman in the comic books before, at least from what I can remember. Now, he has a knowledge of gadgets and chemistry that goes far beyond anything Rorschach or the comedian can know. The only person besides, I think his name's Amadeus, it was the main villain in Watchmen, I cannot remember his fucking name, but the closest person besides him that can compare in any way, shape, or form to what the Joker has is Night Owl. The reason for that, Night Owl is the closest thing to Batman we have in the Watchmen universe. They fight very similarly. They have a similar knowledge of gadgets and chemistry. They have a similar detective style. The only thing is that Rorschach has over Night Owl in this area is that Rorschach is more of a detective. But Night Owl fits the bill. He's thin. He's not too muscular. Yes, Rorschach is as thin as well. Yes, Rorschach dresses very similarly to the Joker with the overcoat down to the hat that the Joker sometimes wears, the pants that have slight stripes going down, gloves. I mean, yeah, they dress very similarly. But Night Owl comes to our universe, realizes he is not where he's supposed to be. He sees Batman, decides he's going to test Batman, dons the red hood, and dresses like the one person he knows is just as insane as the guy that's standing in front of him. Rorschach. Boom. That explains why the Joker dresses like Rorschach. That explains why the Joker has the same build. Because Night Owl wasn't all that buff. Like, yeah, he was kind of stacked, but he wasn't that muscular. He was around the same size as Rorschach. So, I mean, the costume itself added a little bit of bulk to him because, it's that material that shapes to the body. And it's probably at least this thick. So, Night Owl. I mean, in his regular clothes, he's about as big as Rorschach is in his costume. So, with all this being said, I mean, that's pretty much it for my theory. Night Owl fits the bill for at least one of the three Jokers. Now, I have another theory. They have a comic out there called The Death of Batman. I believe that's what it's called. Or something about Batman dying. He's attending his own funeral. And he hears Alfred speak. And I mean, these are all just fake stories from everybody. It's all just different stories about how Batman died, representing Batman as Batman. What everyone sees him as. And in there, Alfred Pennyworth was a circus person. So he took a lot of his circus troupe and had them dress up as the villains to calm Bruce's mind and give him something. So he became the Joker. Now, part of my theory is, what if this isn't so far-fetched? What if Alfred really is one of the three Jokers, and he's gotten these other two to help him along the way? They have a theory that because of the Joker's insanity, or supersanity, as it were, that the Joker was able to... One version of the Joker was able to survive each of the three big crisis events that changed the world and the multiverse. And he met different versions of himself as far as that goes. So, let's say Alfred was the original Joker. Let's say he was the one who started everything. And then after one of the big crisis events, because of how Alfred is, he was able to keep his old memories. Hear me out. I know you're saying that's impossible. It rewrote history. Alfred's the fucking Joker in this theory. Okay? He's the Joker, which means he acts insane. They did case study, the comic case study. That was on Alfred, in my opinion. In my theory, that was done with Alfred. Alfred is so sane that he is the sanest person in the DC landscape. And knows things that nobody else could possibly know. Not only that, but the Joker may not do it as often as some other people, but he does break the fourth wall quite a few times. And in one comic, I can't remember which one it is, Doctor's asking him who he's talking to. He's saying, I'm talking to my fans. And he goes, what fans? It's just me and you. And the Joker goes, some people have imaginary friends. I have imaginary fans. And at the end of the comic, he goes, you are imaginary, right? And he looks at the audience. Looks at you guys. So he's not known for breaking the fourth wall, but he does break the fourth wall. So if Alfred really is the Joker, there you go. He's so sane whenever he's in the Joker persona that he knows he's a comic book character. I mean, there were times where John Jones manipulated the thoughts in his head and he makes the Joker feel sorry. I mean, he makes him sane. It's Supersanity. He's not insane. He's so sane, he's crazy. So if Alfred truly is the Joker, then that means it's all a ploy. It's all a scheme. Who better to outsmart Batman than the one person who knows Batman better than even Batman does? Think about that. And then they have a couple more theories. I have a few more myself. If you guys want me to talk about anything else, like I said, this was just reiterating some points and expanding on the theory. It's a bit of a shorter video compared to some that I've done. Later on, me and my fiance will be reviewing Pokemon Go, as we are both players on that. So check that, wait for that video, hit that subscribe button, like, share, spread the love. I'll talk to you later, YouTube. As always, stay safe, stay beautiful, and have yourselves a great day.